What was your first spooky game experience? Was it Castlevania? Splatterhouse, perhaps? Or maybe it was Resident Evil or Silent Hill? Well, wherever you started, I'm sure you can agree that spooky games and horror games have intrigued us all. With so many options available, though, you probably have missed some. But the question is, how scared do you want to be? Here are 3 gravely underrated spooky games that you need to play. In the 90s and the early aughts, survival horror games were huge. The biggies in the genre, Resident Evil and Silent Hill. I feel like a lot of this popularity was gained because of the found footage phenomenon with the Blair Witch Project. But there were movies and a hero that appeared long before we went to the Black Hills Forest of Burkittsville. Perfect for this genre.
Groovy.
I'm talking about Evil Dead: Hail to the King. Released in 2000, the game takes place after the events of Army of Darkness, in which Ash is having nightmares about the infamous cabin and decides to return to confront the forces of evil. This game blends traditional survival horror mechanics like puzzle solving and item management, but you get to battle deadites using Ash's iconic chainsaw arm and shotgun, also known as...
This is my boomstick!
Is the game perfect? No. But if you love Evil Dead, if you love the world that Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell created, then you're going to enjoy this. For centuries, the Darkwatch has protected us from the forces of evil. But now it's your turn to not only join the fight, but to save yourself. Let's journey back in time to the American Wild West. But this isn't the West that you know. This is one where gunslingers collide with the supernatural. You're Jericho Cross, ruthless outlaw, and you decide to raid a train. But instead of treasure being on this train, there's a vampire. Darkwatch is a gritty, first-person shooter that combines elements of Western and horror themes together. You get the chance to play as Jericho Cross, the outlaw turned vampire who joins the mysterious Darkwatch to fight the supernatural. As Jericho, you dual-wield your 6-shooters, many other fantastic weapons, and your newfound vampiric powers to fight off the forces of the undead. A gunslinging vampire in the Wild West. Do I really need to say anything else? Welcome to New Orleans, a vibrant city known for its rich cultural heritage, jazz music, lively festivals, and magical practices like voodoo. Let's take a step into the French Quarter to Madame Charmaine's and meet our snarky hero, Voodoo Vince. One fateful night, 2 goons decided to break into her shop to steal her zombie dust. During the process, they accidentally set it loose, causing reality to warp and awaken our burlap friend. Released in 2003, Voodoo Vince is a 3D platformer that throws you into the folklore of New Orleans. You get to solve puzzles, bash bad guys, and play minigames, all in the lively city backdrop. But what makes it cool are Vince's powers. He's a voodoo doll, so he can hurt enemies by hurting himself. Seriously, he can jump into a blender or run into spikes to damage those around him. Voodoo Vince is one of the most fun games I've ever played. It's very simple in its approach, but it's memorable. If you're a fan of Luigi's Mansion and you like that lighthearted gameplay in the spooky season, check this one out, you won't be disappointed. I know I said 3 games, but this one is too good to not include it, and that is Nightmare Creatures for the PlayStation. Nightmare Creatures takes players into a dark, 19th century London where sinister cult experiments have unleashed hordes of grotesque monsters upon the streets. Choosing between 2 unique characters, Players must face terrifying enemies with intense action and a dark atmospheric setting. If you're a fan of classic horror and you like relentless battles, this is your game.
Happy Halloween!
The list of spooky games and horror games and everything adjacent is so massive. What are you playing? What do you recommend? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Do me a favor, click that subscribe button as well as the bell to get notified when I drop new content. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you have a fun and safe Halloween.